everybody. It's been a while, but hopefully you haven't forgot about me because I didn't forget about you. And I want to shout out News Channel 8 and Miss Teresa Gaffney. I thought I was kind of special and you only stole my house. But come to find out, the city of Tampa just takes anybody's houses, even if it's your homestead property. So if I could have the projector for a moment and so I could refresh everyone's memory. I'm not going to put anything vile or underappreciated, but this is a public records request that I put in.
Upside down.
Okay, well, now I can see it. Sorry about the orientation. So let's get to the highlighted part. I ain't giving you the $10,000, but I had the $23, but you're not going to have to do as much as you had to before. I'll get to those 7,000 missing emails and texts that got me prosecuted that nobody seemed to have. And I'll even get to the part about the property appraiser not believing the properties were mine despite me having the deed and the property being listed in my name. I wanted to show everybody this because I actually kept this. And if you can zoom in on the address there, that's 4336 Spinnaker Cove Lane. That was my property. I lost that property without a day in court, and I'm not going to get into the First, Fifth, and 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution. I ain't got to get into Florida's Constitution either. But what I want you all to do to kind of summarize this is I need everybody to tell whomever at the City of Tampa Police Department to find the witness report that somebody had to turn into your police officer to initiate the investigation. Now, we all know I won the perjury and official proceeding, the sham allegation against me that had me facing 5 years in prison. I won that, and we know now, and I'm sure he knows as well, that I'm over here in the middle of the district, and I don't understand. I guess I have some stuff to go to the 11th Circuit about how a judge who wasn't operating in his capacity got judicial immunity for lying on me to get me arrested. But nonetheless, I'll sum it up again by saying, just find the witness report that he would have had to have turned over to your officer. This wasn't an anonymous tip kind of situation, so there had to be some sort of affidavit filed by a victim who claimed that Shigret Urania Doss did X, Y, Z, which would have been perjured himself in an official proceeding. He took it to the police officer. The police officer would have used that information to create, not only to start his investigation, but also to produce that criminal report affidavit, which we already know is a fabrication, and I'm dealing with that. So with that being said, I appreciate your time. I'd love to get any of my 4 properties back. And shout out again to Teresa Gaffney, News Channel 8, and of course, the greatest institution of learning, the University of Thomas Jefferson High School. Y'all take care.
Could you please give your name to the clerk for the record, sir?
I'm still Shigret Urania Doss.
Thank you.
There's a new development to the decade-old dispute that could impact homeowners everywhere.
A call for the governor's office to investigate a complicated real estate deal involving a long vacant South Tampa home. Investigator Walt Buteau is here right now with the story.
Jen and Josh, your homestead rights protect you and your home from creditors, but the homeowner involved in this property battle claims her rights were terminated illegally. Now her attorney wants outside investigators to get involved. Neighbors in this multi-million-dollar South Tampa area might wonder why this home on South Clark has been vacant for years in a red-hot real estate market. The property is stuck in a court case dating back a decade and in a dispute that's even older than that. Teresa Gaffney claims she owns the home after buying it for $300,000 in connection with a life estate involving her late father. But a Hillsborough County judge ruled the acquisition was fraudulent. And in 2017, attorney Michael Kangas and his now late law partner were awarded possession after attaching what is now a $336,000 legal fee to the home. Gaffney and her attorney, James Machitelli, insist the legal fees involve her sister. There was no fraud. And they say it's unconstitutional to attach a debt to someone's homestead property.
When a creditor comes to collect the bill, you cannot collect it against the homestead estate. The court cannot take that property, especially since Teresa and her family lived in that home.
Machitelli just sent this email to Governor Ron DeSantis asking his office for an immediate investigation of the Hillsborough County judges involved in the case.
The time has exceeded and gone long because the court refuses to look at what it's supposed to look at. Did the first judge take homestead property against the Florida Constitution.
Kangas has turned down multiple requests for comment, but in a recent hearing, he told the court the homestead issue has already been resolved.
Motion about the homestead, which has been ruled on ad nauseum by this court and the Second District Court of Appeal.
But Gaffney claims she never had her day in court on why her homestead rights were taken away.
They refused to let us have a hearing on it.
In 10 years.
In 10 years.
The public's got to know, if the government can do as it chooses with whomever it chooses, this is not the...
A spokesman for Hillsborough County Courts tells us the law restricts both the courts and judges from commenting on ongoing legal matters.
How many judges are we talking about here that have been involved in this case?
So four judges in most of the case, on various parts of the case, but court records show several others were involved, but for unknown reasons recused themselves. So a lot more to come on this one.
Yeah, this is pretty in-depth.
Yeah.
All right, thanks so much for that. If you have something you want Walt to investigate, call our 800 SIDE helpline. There's a phone number on your screen. It's 1-800-338-0800.